What's up, guys? We're back in the second down. We're talking about possible trade picks, what Fury think these teams should be making. I'm going to throw this game back to Tim. Tim, what's good?
What's good? All right. I'm going to start over with my Dallas Cowboys, who are 5-1, coming out the bye week. Um, if I'm the Cowboys, I would look at Julius Peppers of the Green Bay Packers. I think that's a good trade. I would probably trade Dan McFadden because he's like our fourth running back. We already drafted his replacement for next year. He's a free agent, so might as well trade him to the Green Bay Packers because they're short on running backs. And we get Julius Peppers, who's a good pass rusher. He's older, but he would definitely help the defensive line out. Good mentor. Trade. If I'm the Houston Texans, I'm going to get rid of Hopkins. Why not? You're not going to sign him for the money he's going to want. He's going to want a whole lot of money, okay? He has no stats really to back it up. So all you're going to see is a bad situation in the offseason. Might as well – you already drafted Fuller. You drafted Braxton Miller, okay? You gave the money to Brock Osweiler, okay? Lamar Miller's making money. You're not going to pay – you're not going to want to pay all that money to the Hopkins. Trade JJ Watt. If you're gonna pay the Hopkins, trade JJ Watt this year. Somebody definitely will take one of the offers on the table because they're gonna want a player like that, and they know he's not in no fear of being out his career with his back. You need to get healthy. My last trade. If I'm the New York Giants, I will look at Staley from the 49ers. They need a tackle. That's it.
I don't mind that one. That one's not bad. Joe Staley wouldn't be bad. Joe Thomas would be better, but the asking price would be pretty damn detrimental, I'm sure, in terms of the asking price. I'm sure Joe Thomas, they probably want like a first round next year and then like at least a second round in 2018 or something like that. So it's going to be a steep asking price, so I don't know if I'd be comfortable with what they want in return. Joe Staley would probably be more reasonable in terms of draft picks giving up and whatnot. I wouldn't mind those. Yeah, some offensive line help would be nice. Damn, I had somebody in mind before you mentioned that too, the Staley thing. I don't know if it was Thomas or somebody else, but anyways, how about this, Tim? It doesn't look like Dallas really needs Des Bryant. I mean, even dating back to 2015, I was looking at Des Bryant's stats. He doesn't really contribute in wins. I mean, I'm trying to look at the W's that they had even in 2015 for the Dallas Cowboys. In the wins, Dez wasn't even there. He didn't even have 100 yards. He didn't even have a touchdown. And the game that he did have 100 yards, it looks like it was a loss to the Eagles. And the only time he did have 100 yards in a win was this year in Washington. So it's one time in probably like a year and a half that he's actually contributed to this team winning. Let's give up Dez. That contract isn't worth the production on the field right now. How about we give up, Dez for like Vinny Curry or something like that on the Eagles? You need a little defensive end help. They could use a receiver over there in Philly. You guys have a great relationship with trading. DeMarco Murray, ask him. He loves going to Philly from Dallas.
Give me the knife. Get the knife. The field one, baby. Give me the field knife. Yeah.
Browns coach Hugh Jackson
Other than
said
that,
Monday that his
I don't really have too many other trades in mind. The only other thing I could think of really is I could see possibly the Packers trying to get some like secondary help, but I don't know, what contracts is very friendly in terms of them trying to get a trade out of the backfield. So, but let's see what Dula's got in mind. He's our little contract and college specialist over here, our little spot rat guy.
Yes.
Trade Dez.
Look,
Trade Dez.
listen, the Lions have made a trade already. They traded Kyle Van Noy to the New England Patriots for a conditional, I want to say like 5th or 6th round pick or something like that. He just wasn't getting any, which says a lot because Detroit, on defense is horrible. And they still traded the guy away, a former 2nd round pick. My first thought was, okay, maybe the Giants should trade for Joe Thomas. Let's be honest, the window for Eli Manning is closing, and Eric Flowers isn't a left tackle. I think at best he's a guard. You could play him at right tackle, but I think he's a natural guard. You know, but I have a better idea. I think they also need some help in the backfield. And I know of a team who has a stable of running backs. I think Kansas City would be willing to give you one of their running backs. I'm thinking Charcandrick West for a mid-round pick.
May I add down to that, Della? I think one of the Chiefs running backs should be going to Philadelphia Eagles because they know the offense.
They do. Another thing, I think the Bills, I think they'd be in a position to trade for Alshon Jeffrey. They need a receiver. Alshon Jeffrey isn't coming back to Chicago.
Interesting.
I think it'd be worth it for them. I think Sammy Watkins is close to being done as you could imagine. I don't really trust receivers with foot issues. It'd be interesting swap for them. It would give a chance for Tyrod Taylor to throw it deep. You get a big body receiver. You know, trades are tough because you're thinking about teams who are, you know, contenders. I think, you know, I think the Jets. Here's one that's out there. I think the Jets might trade for Nick Foles.
That's an interesting one. You know, I was thinking about that, Della. I was also thinking about the Seattle Seahawks trading for Brandon Marshall. Because I really do. Brandon Marshall is, like I said, he's not getting any younger, and the Jets should just pack it in, start
the
over.
Seahawks might be somebody that could also go for an offensive tackle too.
Yeah, because my thing is,
Listen, they're not afraid to trade. They've traded a 1 for Jimmy Graham.
Yeah,
they
right.
traded 2 for Percy Harvin. They're not afraid to trade away these picks. My last idea was Carolina. I think Carolina might be talking to Cleveland for Joe Hayden. They need cornerback help. And Joe Hayden does not want to be in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah. Listen, his time is up over there. I mean, he's suffering enough. Yeah, he's suffering enough over there.
Change of scenery. In fact, the whole roster needs a change of scenery just out of the city of Cleveland. But I think that one out of all of them is the most plausible. Carolina may be 1-5 right now, but again, they're in a division and have a schedule as such. They could go on a run here, and getting some cornerback help might help with that.
Sean, you got a little bit saliva here when I said Brandon Marshall to the Seahawks. Yeah, just take that off.
No.
You
I'm
was
good.
getting hyped. You was getting hyped for that. We're like, oh, dang, Brandon Marshall. No, but there's all good trade possibilities because I say this. You know, if there are a couple of teams that are a trade away from really contending in the playoffs, and you know, if you're that team, get what you can get. If you believe look, what is Cueto here with us? He's not here with us. Okay, good. I know Cueto's watching. Let me tell you something, Cuetos, and I'm gonna apologize to you, Della, because you had told us that trading Sam Bradford to the Vikings, the Minnesota Vikings, was dumb. And I'm gonna tell you this, Cueto Cox, your team is garbage. Okay, I don't know why your team is ranked number 2. They should be ranked number 25. The way they lost, Bradford looks horrible. It was embarrassing how Bradford went into Philadelphia and you lost against a team that traded you away like a pack of cigarettes in the streets. Garbage. Understand that. So don't come and tell me about stats and how the offensive line play and Stephon Diggs. They all play like a bunch of trash. Garbage trash that picks up on Tuesday and Thursday without recycling. That's horrible.
All right, Tim, but I have to plug in Stephen Fogme. I don't know if you guys addressed this. I was away from the computer a little bit, but he did state that Eagles and Bears are looking at a possibility for Alshon Jeffrey.
Hey, Five Meg. You know we love you, baby. We know we got you. But here's the thing, Five. Look at his injury history. Do you want to pay a man that his own team will not even come the years to? Go ahead and get Alshon. What difference does it make? He's coming to the NFC East. How many games will he play next year? It doesn't matter. If you're gonna trade for somebody who's gonna suit up. not just stand on the sideline. All right, Fog Man.
Okay.
Them fighting words. Yo, Fogmate, hit me up if you want to be on Fury.
All love, brother. All love, bro. All love.
On that note, we'll be right back for the third and final down.
All love. All love.
No down.
The Pit King is coming.
All love.